Hey everybody. All right. We are now recording for today's mailbag, which starts in 11 minutes at 10 o'clock, just like almost always. So I am going to unleash these kittens and go, I don't know, try to see if I have enough time to make some breakfast or some bonus coffee or something before mailbag. Also, I got to take Eddie here. Oh, hi, Eddie. Boy, you sure have made that spot yours, haven't you? Got to take Eddie and put him over the wall so that he doesn't get any trouble during mailbag. All right, let's unleash the Kraken. Kraken, of course, is how you say crazy family, right? Kraken. Pretty sure that's it. I don't think so. Shouldn't be. Yeah. Why? Well, folks, we're gonna have a slight mailbag delay while I go change my shirt. Ugh. Some kitten just made me spill coffee everywhere on myself. Sorry. Be right back. Hang on one second, everybody. I gotta clean this coffee up just a tiny bit more. Sorry, everybody. Mailbag will start in just a minute. I just got to spray some coffee over here. I mean, unspray. I mean, spray some coffee with cleaner. Wait a minute. Okay, hello everybody. Sorry about that. I was actually like a minute and a half early for mailbag today, so of course that's when basketweave decided to jump and spill my coffee on me, so I had to change my shirt. I still have a little on my pants, but we'll just ignore that. But here we are. And a couple minutes late, but let's still start with the mailbag jingle by our friend Sarah Donner. Hang on.
Kitten Academy's where you want to be when you are a cat. On a Saturday they can pounce playtime for the mailbag.
We have kittens running on the wheel. All right. Well, let's see. We're pretty zoomed out on this camera, but I'm already about as close as I think I want to be. So let's work with this. Hi. It's Saturday. It is the 11th. And here we are for Mailbag once again with the Catterns. They are pulling all the stuffing out of one of these packages. I think that's just past what you can see, but let me take a picture of little Loom doing this. Wow, that is a lot of stuffing. Maybe I should turn the camera a little just for fun. Of course, there's fun stuff happening on either side. I can zoom out even more. It'll look like I'm very distant, but I think you'll be able to see both ends. Why don't we just do that for fun while there's stuff happening and we're camera constrained right now, given the fact that we kind of want to keep those kittens on the screen. That did not quite help, actually, especially since Loom decided to get on top. All right, I did what I could. Let's move on. We got to get this mailbag finished with, and it's a pretty average size one, I'd say. And by average size, I mean large, like normal. So there's a lot of mailbag for us to get through. Let's start with whatever I think might be news this week. Gosh, I can't even remember what's happened in the last week. There's been so much. I think that Rue already had her babies a week ago, and so did Mural, right? Those are all over a week now, or just over a week maybe. So that's Rue, Mural. You see the kittens, they're on the cameras up at the top there, I hope, fingers crossed. I've been slowly working on introducing Mural to Rue through their cat door. And for Mural's part, as you know, she's unflappable, so the cat flap has not flapped her. But Rue seems a little flapped by the cat flap meetings and does hiss. And then we've gotten her sort of mostly past the point of hissing just because she saw Mural. Still, yesterday we started by letting Rue go out in the hallway upstairs because my plan is to give them treats while they're looking at each other through the cat door and continue that process so that they sort of get to know each other and associate each other with good times. So that's step one. And then step two is to allow Rue to go out and explore the hallway and the rest of the house on her own so that she doesn't have to encounter anybody else. She can just sort of get familiar with the territory. And then after all of that has happened, the plan would eventually be to have Mural and Rue meet each other out there in the hallway in that neutral zone away from their kittens for the first time and see how that goes. And then probably my guess is the way it will go is not too well the first time. Rue seems like she's a little tense around new cats. So I feel like that would be a sort of a slow process of introduction out there. And then, and only then, if I feel like they are really getting along better than I expected, we might let one of them have visiting time near the other's kittens. My guess is that we'd be better off having Rue be the visitor to Mural first, because Mural visiting Rue is a little more likely to set Rue off. That's my guess. But hey, that's a long way down the road right now. And we might never get there. We might just have two classes that graduate within 2 weeks of each other and remain basically separate. It could happen. So anyway, that's all stuff that we're working on this week. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot going on, to be honest. You know that Argyle and Chevron went to their adopter, and we've been getting updates, and they seem like they're doing great. So that's very happy news. You also know that tomorrow is when Herringbone and Loom are getting picked up by their adopter, and that's very exciting. And then we've got a bit of a gap. It won't be until the 22nd when, it won't be until the 19th when Princess Paisley gets picked up by her adopter, and then the 22nd when Basketweave gets picked up by his adopter. And then all the Catterns will be gone, and it will just be down to Rue, Mural, and their class. So I'm looking forward to all of that. It should be a lot of fun, and I'm going to miss having the Catterns around, but it is what it is. I know we all will. Honestly, tomorrow is going to make everything a little bit easier around here at the Academy and change things a little, because this one right here, we still had trouble sort of getting her to get along with the faculty, and we're not going to solve that before she goes. Now, to be fair, she gets along better now than she did on day one. I feel like she probably could learn to get along with them all the time if we really kept working on it and had enough time. but it just hasn't seemed like something that was important to us. So when we let Loom here go out and be around the faculty, usually what she'll do is she'll ignore them at first for a few minutes, and then she almost seems like she gets bored and she wants to play or start some trouble just because she's bored. And then you can see her, she gets more and more focused on one of the faculty, and then eventually she'll run up and hit them. And usually that's about it, though. She runs up, she hits them, and then she sort of backs off. They back off, and that's the end of it. So she's not very violent or anything. But over time, that's the sort of interaction that could lead to the faculty starting to hit back, and then that turns into a Custard and Loganberry situation, and we don't want that at all. So my point being that when Loom and Herringbone get adopted together tomorrow, that will leave us free to allow the Princess and Basketweave free run of the entire house all the time. They'll basically never have to be put up in their room unless we need to do it for feeding or something. They'll be able to run around pretty much until they get adopted. So that's fun and something for them to look forward to. All right, let's do mailbag, though. We've got 3 letters today, or a postcard and 2 letters, I guess. The first one is the postcard, which has these 3 singing cats on the front. And it says, okay to share. Loganberry, Ari, and Custard bury the hatchet long enough to drive Mr. A crazy by singing chorus after chorus of Teach Your Children Well in honor of the new mom cats. It says, thought you might enjoy this piece from Heather1717. Thank you very much, Heather1717. And you've put stickers on the back that are 2 little kitties looking at a mouse right over our address. It's very cute. So thank you, Heather1717. It's a very cute little postcard of them singing, and I'm trying very hard to just keep moving so I don't get that song stuck in my head. The worst. All right. This one is from Mom, and I know it's from Mom because she put her nickname right there in the return address. It says Mom. So there we go. Come on now. I'm trying. Really stuck in there. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful little painting of a Jack Russell Terrier. It looks like paint, but surely it must be like a watercolor or maybe even, well, no, it looks maybe watercolor. That's what I'm going to go with. I don't know for sure what media it is, but it's a beautiful Jack Russell Terrier, and even better, I recognize not only the art and the artist, but the signature at the bottom. That is a beautiful Jack Russell Terrier, drawn, painted, arted, that's the verb, arted by my mom. Beautiful. So cute. Okay. Wow. It says right here on the back, it says drawing by artist Nedra Jansen. I guess it's not a secret what her name is, so I can just say the whole thing because you know my name, so you could have figured that one out. Drawing by artist Nedra Jansen, Midwest Jack Russell Terrier Club. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay, inside it says, actually, let me share a picture of this on the Discord real quick so everybody can see it up close. And then I will read what her card says. Okay. Working on it. Here we go. Dead air. Hang on now. There we go. Okay, it says, Dear Chris, DJ, KA friends, and fan club. Wow, addressing the fan club, too, on Facebook. That's great. By the time you get this, your new mama and her 2-week-old kittens will probably be 3 weeks and beyond cute, toddling about with their little tails held high. Muriel will most likely have surprised us all with her babies, whose arrival has kept us on pins and needles this past month. And you will hopefully be able to enjoy that cup of coffee while it's still hot, while mom cats do everything necessary for their tiny babies. The rest of us will be tuned in and totally enthralled with not 1 but 2 stages of adorable kittens developing before our very eyes. Thank you, Chris and DJ, for all the hard work, love, and commitment you put into this heartfelt cause 24/7 year after year to bring so much peace and joy into our homes, especially these last couple of years when we were isolated from friends and family and maybe feeling a bit depressed. I'm sure turning on your live stream and watching these playful, carefree little kittens and mom cats playing in tissue pits or enjoying the outdoors in a safe cat run or custom made cat box made all our cares and worries go away for a while each day. Thank you for this safe place you've created for cats and viewers alike. I love you, Mom. Oh, well, thank you, Mom. I love you too. So that's from Mom. That's actually my mom, not Mom, like Mom's Robotics or something, character. No, that's real Mom right there. Thank you, Mom. A very beautiful card that I will treasure because it has your art on it from the Midwest Jack Russell Terrier Club. That must have been something that they did with you when you were still in the Midwest, and then that you've kept all this time to send to us. So that's very sweet of you as well. All right, here our next card says, "Welcome, babies." There's a S added at the end there, just to be clear. Welcome, babies. And inside it says, "All of you make the world a more beautiful place and more fun. Love and hugs from JB." It also says, "Okay to read on stream," and there's a note. The note says, "Dear KA friends, you've got a full house, Mr. A. We were all so anxious for kittens. Be careful what you wish for. Rue's pheromones must have been very powerful. I wonder if the smell of new kittens brought on Muriel's labor. They are all adorable. At the end of October, just in time for Halloween, you'll have 12 rambunctious kids running around your ankles. Mr. A, protect your head. Wear the bandana. I'm sure," I have to unfold this to read that line. Okay. It says, "I'm sure Rio left detailed instructions on how to climb to the head and hold on with non-retractable claws. Ow. Be strong, Mr. A. You have our support and encouragement. I'm sure you're going to have lots of fun." But enough about kittens. Both moms are beautiful and attentive without being helicopter moms. I'm remembering Flower and her power washing, hiding her kids in the narrow space under the small cabinet. I'm looking forward to the coming months watching them all grow up. What fun for all of us. Happy watching, everyone. From JB. JB, thank you very much. I feel the same way. I can't wait. And I'm actually kind of excited because, every year around Halloween time, I have made it a tradition to dig out my box of costumes, cat costumes, and props, and try to take pictures of all the kittens wearing the various costumes. Some years it doesn't work out. Some years it comes later than Halloween. But this year, I think it's going to be a lot of fun because we have so many unwitting subjects. So I think it's going to be a good time. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to just having 12 kittens running around. By the time they are old enough to really be hyper and running around the house, they'll be old enough to all sort of mingle. So again, I'm hoping that turns out to be the way it goes. We'll see. Anyway, that does it for the straight letters today, but we have a lot of boxes, so let's dig into those. Also, I forgot, I'm going to post that picture of Loom just now trying to unpack one of these boxes. Here we go. Let's try that. Where's the best picture of it? I took a couple. Yeah, whatever. I'll just post them all, then I don't have to decide. What just happened? Okay. That's true. I see Hellsdells on the chat saying every year around Halloween, DJ puts the Christmas tree up. Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised she doesn't have it up already, considering we got this holiday creep, and I don't mean me. So yeah. Anyway, oh my goodness! Wow. Okay, so this is from Joy F. Joy F. And Joy F. Is there a note? There might be a note. Wow, the smell of this bag. It says, "Hi, Mr. A, Dr. DJ. Oh my gosh, Rue and Muriel have such beautiful babies. Here's 12 bananas for their babies' endowments and a few extra for deployment. Thank you for all you do." From Bayou, Lila, and Abby. Bayou, Lila, and Abby, who we know are all part of Joy F's clan. And it is exactly as stated, a generous baker's dozen of the Yao catnip bananas, which are a big hit and have already been a big hit. It turns out that the Yao catnip bananas that we've already got, which I believe came from GA Girl, are probably the favorite toy of Mural and Rue each. It's the thing I've seen each of them play with the most. So real good start. If their parents really like those, they probably will too. So these will go right for their endowments. Lots of catnipy smells in there, and as you know, those the Yao catnip bananas are fantastic. So I'm just going to write, I guess I'm going to write kitten endowments on this. I'm going to start needing a way as I label these endowments. I'm going to need an easy way to refer to both classes together, won't I? Or maybe I just write endowments on everything now instead of specifying which class it's for. Unless it's for a specific class, whatever. You know what? We're going to get there. We don't have to figure out all this logistics right now during Mailbag. Let's just save that for later. This also says Joy F. Excellent, Joy F. What else have we got from you? We have a note somewhere. One of these has got to be a note. There it is. Mr. A and Dr. DJ, a few plushies for Rue and Mural's little girls. Thank you for all you do. The unicorn is for Trace from Lila, Abby, and Bayou. The unicorn is for Trace. This does look sort of unicorny, although it's so packed in here right now. I think you can see it's got a sparkly, shiny horn. It's got a pink mane. It's also got a pink tail. It's got a little black eye. I can see that here. And the rest of it is kind of squished up, but it looks very floofy. It looks like a very floofy unicorn. Wow. It says Mary Meyer putty stuffed animal. I don't know what Mary Meyer is, and I don't know what a putty stuffed animal is, but that is what it says. You know what? I wasn't going to open this yet. I want to see this thing. Here we go. Let's take a look. I am going to open it after all. Aw, he's a fat little cute unicorn. He looks just like a kitten, really, in his shape anyway. Look at that little fat unicorn belly. I feel like I could just hold him up like this. He's the same size they are right now. All right. Well, he's got some sort of beans in him. I don't know what the putty stuff thing is supposed to mean. Maybe it doesn't mean putty. Maybe it just means weird brand namey thing. Who knows? The tag doesn't explain it. Well, there we go. He's a very cute little unicorn. He is perfect for little Trace. Trace is the kitten with the little red spot on her head. One of the many girls in this class. We're finally starting to get caught back up on girls. Now, you know, over the course of time that we've been doing Kitten Academy, it's been, 5 years and some. We have had almost perfectly even 50-50 girls, boys, almost over the entire time. But you do know that recently we've been on a real streak of boys. In fact, if I'm not wrong, we might have just gotten to the point where the boy numbers have surpassed the girl numbers. And now that we're getting a few more girls in, it's gonna stay very even anyway, and that's good. I think. At least it shows that our statistics are good for something. So that's a very cute unicorn. Thank you very much, Joy F. Let's see. This does not have a name on the outside. So let's see if there's a note on the inside. Oh, these are very cute toys. Very cute. Well, the note just says, a gift from Heather S. Heather S. That's all we know. Put that in there. Heather S. has sent us a bag of Toss and Twinkle toys. It looks like there are 3 of these. Oh, wow. This is really cool. So it looks like there's 3 of these, and they are crinkly and catnippy. They are crinkly and catnippy, and the blue star on top has a little pull tab that will activate a light so that it lights up at night, and you can play with it at night and see it by light. Cats see pretty well at night anyway, so maybe that's more for humans. But either way, that's a fun little set of toys, and you've sent 3 of those for a total of 9 little toys, stars and moons. I like the little stars and moons motif, and it almost looks like they're cats, too. At least the bottom one has a nice little triangle nose. Very, very cute. Stars and moons with some light up at night. That's super cute. Thank you so much. I think I said Heather S. Thank you for that. Here's another Joy F package. It looks like it's going to be a Joy F centric mailbag. Let's see here, because everything came in separately that Joy F sent. This one looks like it's not shipped from Amazon, is it? Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Oh, but look, there's a note. Look at that. A gift message from somebody, that isn't Amazon. That's a rare one. So it's basically the same note. It says, Mr. A and Dr. DJ, a few plushes for Rue and Mural's little girls. Thank you for all you do. The owl, hang on. Oops. These ones are already opened up a little bit too. It looks like they're the same brand, so they're all going to match. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. So this is a little owl. The owl is for Scrawl. The owl's for Scrawl. And this one is what is he? Is he a kangaroo? No, he's a fawn. Oh, it's a fawn. Oh, all right. All right. Some antlers would have made that more clear, I think. That's fine. It's a fawn is for Splotch. So Splotch and Scrawl. Those are completely adorable. I need to keep the notes with them because I can't really label them and there'll be no way for me to remember. But I think I can fit them back in the same box with the note and with the unicorn, which is a perfect size to match. That is so cute. Okay, so Joy F and crew, thank you very much. There's a spot of coffee right there. Must have been from when I spilled it. Just wiping on my pants there. I've already contained plenty of coffee. Joy F, thank you one more time. All right, those are so cute. I want to give them to the kittens somehow so we can see them on the screen. But I also want them all to go home with them when they get adopted, not all confused. We'll figure it out. Right now, they're just too small for toys anyway. So even the little balls and stuff, they don't even have their eyes open yet. How are they going to play with a toy? Got to give it a little bit of time, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, this one starts right out with a note and says, "May read on air." That is very kind of you. It's got a very satisfied-looking little gray floof kitten sitting with some balls of yarn, taking a nap with some balls of yarn. Super cute. And inside it says, "Please use as you see fit. As you see fit." To Mr. A and Dr. DJ, thank you for bringing joy to all the mom cats and kids. We are really enjoying watching Kitten Academy. From Dennis and Linda. Dennis and Linda, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy watching the Kitten Academy. And let's see what you have sent for us to use as we see fit. Basketweave's going to get right in there and check it out. I think Basketweave is most interested in the tissue paper segment. Or not. Maybe not. Just wants to climb. Nope. Tissue. Okay. Oh, there's some treats at the bottom of the bag. That must be what they're digging for. So we have these pieces of sushi with catnip. And it looks like we got a little shrimp sushi. And we've got something here that might be a carrot roll, maybe. Or maybe that's a salmon roll. And that last one looks like it's got egg on it. Egg is tamago? Tamago? I don't know if that's right at all. Probably not. Anyway, that's what I'm going with. A little bit of egg in this one, a little bit of salmon in that one. We obviously have the shrimp tail here. Yummy, yummy catnip. Okay. We've got a pickle. Oh, a pickle with kind of it's got this teething grid on it and crinkle, and it's also got a weird texture to it. Like it's sort of scrunchy. I don't know how to describe it. It seems like it would be fun to chew on. It says crunchy catnip pickle, crinkle inside, sound that cats love, and you can see Basketweave already wants to dig into it. And on the front of the pickle, he's saying, "I'm kind of a big dill." Yeah. Okay. I don't need to say anything about that. We have a handful now at the bottom here. We've got a handful of these little fish that are printed very cool with that. What do they call it? Infusion something printing. I don't know, the one where they can print very accurate stuff all the way to the edge of the piece, and it looks really good. We got some goldfish. We got some barramundi, maybe. I don't know for sure, but that's what that looks like to me. Is this a pike or a minnow? It's more minnow size, so we'll go with that. I guess the pike would have the longer nose. And a whole bunch of each of those. Wow, those are very cool looking. The kittens are going to love that. And then finally, all the way down here at the bottom, just above the rest of the tissue paper, which I guess they can have if they want to play with this. Put it right over there. We have 2 packs of blue bursts. And as much as I've talked about how I'm trying to move more towards giving them like baby food and less crunchy, high carb treats, and I don't know what these are. It says the number 1 ingredient is chicken, 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 and then we get to rice and barley. So maybe not even that high carb. They don't say, of course, but they do say 23% protein, which is much higher than their food. So that sounds pretty promising to me. Sounds good. Anyway, that's not my point. My point was going to be that as much as we're trying to move away from that kind of treat, bursts, we've got quite a few of these. It's these guys' favorite thing. It's what I've been using to sort of bring Rue and Mural together upstairs are these treats because they're extremely high-value treats. The kittens love them. And if I'm honest, we just ran out, too. So these are going to be perfect for further kitten introductions and treating. And you can see there's a kitten right here would like to treat himself, but you can wait, buddy. You can definitely wait. Okay, I'm going to put all this stuff back in here and sort of call it generic as you will wish stuff. We can use it however we like. So thank you very much for that stuff. It's going to be super useful. Those toys look great, and those treats are exactly the thing that we can use some more of right now. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Oh, somehow I got a note here. This just looks like a packing list, though. It does appear to be a packing list. Okay, that's fine. I don't need a packing list. I already know what we got. Good enough. Thought I missed a note. All right, next up, look at us plowing through this. This is from Architect Cat. Wait a minute. Architect Cat. Architect Cat? Yeah, I always do that. I can never figure out exactly how I'm supposed to say that name. But I can tell it's from them because it says so on the outside and has extremely tiny handwriting. Must be a real architect. Like you can tell an architect by the handwriting, can't you? I think you can. It's like a draftsman's handwriting. So let's see. We've got a few bags here, and I don't see a note anywhere immediately. No, but there may be one hidden inside a bag, perhaps. Ooh. Too Strong Coffee, it says. Too Strong Coffee Uprising Breakfast Blend, and the Uprising logo has a fist punching through a wall. That is serious, and it smells really good. Wow. That smells like some seriously good coffee. I cannot wait to try that. Uprising Breakfast Blend. Okay. But wait, there's more. Oh, I see. These are labeled. We've got one for Mural, one for Rue, and there's the note. It was hidden at the bottom. And look, it says note right on it, those orange kitties. That's so cute. Okay, so let's do the note next. Sealed with a kitten sticker. How awesome. Oh, wow. We got an Andy Warhol cat right there. So it's the cat with the art that he's inspired. And it says, Dear Mr. A, Dr. DJ, and the KA community, what a delight to see 2 mom cats at the Academy. Well, 3 if Loom is still there, and all their precious kittens. You certainly have your hands full, Mr. A, so I thought you may need some strong coffee. 2 strong coffee, to be exact. Like a rainbow, Mural is colorful, incredibly special, and I'm absolutely enthralled by her uniqueness. I love all the mom cats, but she is one of my top favorites along with Bebop, Flower, and Loom. DJ comes up with the most exceptional themes and names for the classes. The one for Mural's class is my favorite so far as I love art, but I'm better with technical drawing, so I studied architecture instead and eventually earned my master's degree. Speaking of, I'm hoping for an architecture-themed class in the future and would be happy to suggest some architectural-themed names. That'd be fun. How much fun would it be to have a kitten named Flying Buttress?
I'm all about that. I think DJ would go for that too. I got to talk to her. Flying buttress. Let's see. We must return to the office this week, and I will miss my feline coworkers. I started watching the live stream regularly when Bebop arrived, and have had it on the entire day while working from home since March 2020. The faculty and kittens are the best coworkers, so much better than the human ones for sure. Enclosed are small endowments for Mural and Rue, and I look forward to watching their babies grow into wonderful, playful kittens just like Loom's class. I will really miss them, especially Queen Mother Loom and Her Royal Highness Princess Paisley, the Academy's princess. From Architect Cat. And Architect Cat has included a photograph of it almost looks like me and Dr. DJ looking at a Kitten Academy art hanging on the wall of Mural sitting in a rainbow next to her beanbag covered with a beautiful blanket. That's extremely cool. And we have a From the Field. It is a cork ball with some feathers in it. That's going to be a great toy. And then, of course, the Yow Catnip Rainbow, which is a classic, just like the banana. So these are going to be great for her endowments. It says Mural right on it. It's got a picture of Mural in it. So that is well labeled for my deployment once I get to actually, not deployment, for endowment once I get to actually start, I guess, distributing these. Oh, it looks like somebody cut through this bag. It was probably me being sloppy with that knife. Can't imagine who else to blame. So, all right, for now, I don't know where to put this. I'm just going to set it right here since it's already labeled. Put your card right there, Architect Cat. The one for Rue, very similar. It's got a picture of Rue looking very angrily through. Oh, it's a Photoshop of Rue looking through the hole that I cut in between the two annexes when I cut it. So normally it would be my face in there, but you photoshopped out me and put in Rue. That's super cute. And again, we have got the cork ball with the feathers, and this time a Yow Catnip banana, which is perfect. So that's great. Architect Cat, thank you very much for thinking of them. I'm glad you've been enjoying the Kitten Academy. I hope we can keep it somewhat entertaining for you. Yeah, I mean, sad to say, things aren't quite as over as we'd like them to be. I hear you going back to the office, and I know that's a highly regional thing right now, but there's certainly some places where things are as bad right now as they've ever been. So, not to focus on the negative, that's just the way it is. So, stay safe. That's all I'm saying. Just keep yourself safe. All right. Here we have Kitten Academy. No name in the return address. Maybe there will be a note inside. There might be. There could be. It is for Mural's Little Cosmeow-Knots from Erica, who is Hi Rick. That's Hiwrik. Hi Rick. Hiwrik 6703 on Discord. Who's Erica? Erica, thank you so much. I love that space theme, and I really wanted to run with it and have them in the space pod indefinitely. But it wasn't working out as far as visibility on the stream goes, which is kind of important. Nonetheless, I like the lighting with that space pod so much. I bet I'm going to use that in future photo shoots, at least as sort of a spacey themed photo shoot idea, possibly, maybe. I think it would be fun. Anyway, what you have sent is the Patch Work Pet Patch Cat collection. And it appears to be a collection of space-themed cat toys. Space-themed cat toys. We've got the moon. We have an alien. We have some sort of a weird planetary object. Another, like a sparkly star made out of a crinkly ball and some mesh. That's a cool thing. I've not seen those combined before. Here we have a shooting star with little ribbons coming out the back. We have a UFO with little lights and a flying saucer, I guess. It's not unidentified. I'm obviously identifying it. We have a rocket ship. We have this blue and white plastic ball, which I guess could be anything. And we have the sun in the corner. Very space themed. I love it. That is just, this is really cool. I love the space theme. I've been wanting to do something that's like space themed or physics themed or something very nerdy, geeky. Doesn't ever quite work out, but who knows? We might be able to push something like that into working for us. Anyway, these are super, super cute, and I'm excited to see them around. Maybe fingers crossed, I can work something out there. Thank you very much, Erica. Hi, Rick, with numbers that I've forgotten. Okay, this is from Mila Kungel. Mila Kungel. Mila Kungel, I think, is the one name that means like blue eyes in DJ's language, native language of Tamil, which I do not speak, by the way. Many times I've thought I really should learn that. And that's about the extent of my thoughts on the subject. It's a very difficult language to learn, Tamil is, because there's no Rosetta Stone for it. In fact, there's basically any of the major language programs you might think of, like Duolingo or Rosetta Stone, or is there another one I should be thinking of that I'm not? Doesn't matter. None of them have Tamil as a language because it's just it's one of those languages that's only spoken in that one state. That they'll all have like Hindi, but not Tamil. So have gotten books and even books on tape that are there to teach you how to speak Tamil, and I've gone through them a little bit, and it's just so far beyond me. It's tough. So that's neither here nor there. You have sent the note. Excellent. Okay, and the note. The note has a beautiful watercolor of a lighthouse on a cliff next to an old railroad, I believe, by Terry Peasley, Cape Arago, wherever that is. Terry Peasley. And Terry, let's see, inside it says, from Neela, Dear Mr. A, DJ, faculty, and KA attendees, greetings again from Neela Kungel. Yes, that means blue eyes in Tamil. I admit I get a kick out of you speaking about Tamil. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed that then. Yes, some of the sounds are very difficult for me as well. My friends from Chennai think my American Tamil accent is cute and are hesitant to teach me the correct pronunciation, though. I'm enclosing some fur balls for both the tiny paints and the ruse classes, but Etch, Hijinks, Mural, and Rue get their own gifts. They are marked. For this quarter's Q&A, my question is, what faculty and what past, present kitten do you have to say blank why the most? I have a pretty good idea of the faculty, but it would be fun to hear what kitten. Congrats again on getting that shout out on the podcast and how KA has kept her sane. Your devotion has helped humans and cats alike, and I am one of those humans. Thanks. Keep on rambling. Neela Kungel. All right. Wow, that is a great letter. So first off, let me address the note you made about the podcast. One of the people that watch Kitten Academy was recently a guest on a podcast and took a minute at the very end of the podcast to talk about us, and I loved it. And that is Erica Inson on the podcast called Who and Company. It's a Doctor Who podcast called Who and Company. It's the most recent episode 55. And they obviously mostly talk about Doctor Who. Then they spend a long time talking about a television show called Younger, which DJ told me she just had started watching before this podcast. So that's a funny coincidence. And then, like I said, about an hour and 5 minutes into the podcast, Erica takes a little diversion to talk about how much she loves Kitten Academy. And I was so flattered. She did such a great job of talking about us. And it just was heartwarming. Plus, I've subscribed to a new podcast because that's a fun one. So there you go. Then you ask, what faculty and kitten do you say blank why the most? Well, I don't know for sure what the actual answer is to that, but I can tell you, obviously, there is a command on Discord that is REY, and I definitely think of Ari as the faculty we say it the most to. And it's not, in his case, he doesn't do anything wrong. but he's always, I don't know, he sits in a funny way, or he'll sit in a funny place, or he'll climb up on ridiculous stuff, or walk back and forth on the railing. So he's always got me asking why he's got to be doing that. As for kittens, I also don't know the answer to that, but I'll tell you the first one that comes to mind is Bubbles, the kitten Bubbles from all the way back in the bath class, which she was certainly a character, and that's actually kind of why she got adopted. And I'll just tell you that her adopters had been sort of doing the same thing, watching the stream, and every time Bubbles would do something on the stream, they would say, "Bubbles, why?" Well, except that's not exactly what they would say. They would say something that I can't say on the stream that's resulted in her being called D. Bubbles. And I think it's basically like, oh, darn it, Bubbles, which I can say. So anyway, I thought that was interesting and funny and fun. All right. So here you have sent in toys for, let's see, I think you said that the furry balls were for everybody. And then in addition, we have gift cards in here for Etch and for Hijinks. So we've got the real fur balls. We've got a gift card for Hijinks, a gift card for Etch, and a gift card for Mural. I guess these are stuck together. Yes, there's multiple ones. So gift cards for Etch, Mural, Hijinks, and here's a 3-tip laser toy for Rue that apparently can project a skull-shaped laser. That sounds very Halloween-y and fun. So thank you so much for all of these endowments, Neela, and thank you so much for the wonderful letter and the beautiful watercolor as well. I'm going to add these to the endowments box that we will soon have, I think. But let me double check about those fur balls, because if they are for everybody, I'm going to take them out of these bags so I don't get all confused later. Fur balls for everybody. Etch, Hijinks, Mural, and Rue get their gift cards and laser. Yes, okay, good. So if I just take these fur balls and this gift card and I put them together this way instead, then when it's time to hand this stuff out at deployment, I won't wonder what the fur balls are supposed to go for. I'll just know they can go to everybody, and will go to everybody. These are good fur balls. They're going to really enjoy those. Kittens just love these real fur toys and balls. The red and white mouse that we've gone through about a half a dozen of now is a real fur toy, and I think that's one of the reasons they like it so much. That plus the rattle, and the fact that it attaches to the end of the wand, so sometimes it really runs away from them and they don't know why. That's got to make it fun too. Okay, that's all good for endowments, but I'm going to have to start to put together a bigger box for these soon, so maybe we should open a bigger box to keep us organized. Oh, and look, here we are at a bigger box right here. It says basketweave on it. It is addressed to basketweave. I don't know if this is the best choice for bigger box. Let's come back to the basketweave box. Let's first start here from this box from Karen Sews, it says. It says that right on the outside. Karen Sews, not for basketweave. Inside, what do we got? We got some packing material, all right. Very expected. We have what appear to be tunnels. Is this a tunnel? It does appear to be a tunnel, but there's a picture of everything on it, so it's hard for me to say. It's a lovely gray and white color, and it might be, it's definitely got some extra stuff going on here. Based on the pictures, it's a tunnel that goes in a circle, in a donut-shaped tunnel, which are a lot of fun. So I believe that's what it is, a donut-shaped tunnel, and this is another one, also gray and white. Okay, same thing actually. Two of these, same tunnel. With a note, here it is at the bottom. And the note says, Mr. A and Dr. DJ, you both are amazing. I love how you care for all the moms and babies. Please deploy. From Karen Sews. Aw, Karen Sews. Please deploy one to each annex. Okay, so that is presumably the same note for the tunnels and the 2-in-1 interactive cat toy that has the ball that spins around and the feather that pops out the side. Actually, we've got one of these that we've used down here. It's a winner. They like it. And it's a little quieter and definitely better thought out than some of these that have the little tail that stick out. Plus, the bonus tunnel means it's usable all the time. So that's great. You want us to deploy them to the annexes. Annexi? So we will look at doing that-ish. We'll see. Obviously, nobody in the annexes is going to be quite ready for these yet, so we can take a little bit of time before we get there. But we will try to make them fit once the time comes, in due time, I suppose. Meanwhile, I'm going to use your box to put this other endowment stuff into. Put that behind me. And then these I'm just going to set over here, and we'll have to label them for eventual deployment to the annexes. Annexi. I hope those tunnels work out. I'll have a look at them. If they don't, maybe you won't mind too much if we reserve them for endowments and put just different tunnels in there. One of the tricks is when we're picking cat tunnels to use, we like ones that are mesh because the kittens like ones that are mesh. That's the real reason that we stick to the mesh. It's so much fun for them to have something where they can see each other and interact, but they've got that barrier at the same time. I think it's confusing, and I think it's fun, and it gives them a lot of opportunity to sort of attack each other in that way. And it's educational, too. It's a different kind of material for them to see. So we like mesh for that. We also like mesh because it's easy to see the kittens when they're in the tunnel, which is good, which is also the reason why we tend to stick to just straight tunnels instead of the ones that are donut-shaped or those ones that have, like, they go out in 3 different directions, that kind of thing. We tend to avoid those kinds of tunnels because when you have got a straight tunnel, even if it's solid, you can put it so it's pointing directly at the camera, and then you can see the kittens running in and out of it, and that's a lot of fun. But if you've got one that's shaped like the 3 tunnels that go out or one that's shaped like a donut, there's no place you can put a camera that can see the kittens that are in there. So we tend to sort of shy away from those a little bit. Now, there's a chance that these will work just fine as straight tunnels, too, in which case, great. Or there's a chance that they only really work as donuts, in which case, we'll see. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Nonetheless, they are awesome, beautiful, soft tunnels that I think, worst case, their adopters are going to think are the best. Because they really are nice, very, very nice tunnels. High quality. A lot of times we get stuck with the ones that are the Jackson Galaxy ones, which are not what I would call high quality, but they do fit our criteria of being straight and made of mesh. So, what are you going to do, huh? Anyway, this is the box that was labeled for basketweave. And I believe it is from basketweave's adopter, believe it or not, sending stuff to basketweave. And there's a note, and the note says, Dear Mr. A and Dr. DJ, I know you hear it all the time, but I'd like to say it again. I'm always thankful for everything you do for these mom cats and kittens that I've watched grow up over the years on the stream. The stream and its community have always been a great distraction when life gets in the way. Draper and Squire are truly amazing cats now, and we're looking forward to meeting Basketweave, a.k.a. Basker, very soon. Although it might take Squire a little time to adjust. Despite it not being quite time yet, I'd also like to thank the community for the awesome endowments which will accompany Basker. I've seen the pictures posted on Discord, and I also have a good idea of what to expect, as this isn't the first time around. I've included a few things for Basker to start getting him used to things before his big adventure on his way home. So there we go. You also add, maybe don't read this, but I feel like I can, and you say that's fine. So it says, I also wish this could have happened the older way where we'd have a chance to visit and catch up for a bit. However, I completely understand why it's not, given current world events. P.S. There's an extra harness because I forgot I'd already bought one at one point. Please feel free to keep it in case someone else needs one in the future. The black one should hopefully fit. Please let me know if it does not, and I'll order the next size up and directly ship it. So this is all from Eggster. As you know, Eggster is the former adopter of Draper and Squire, obviously, and now the adopter of Basket. And I echo your sentiment of I really wish circumstances were different and we could spend some more time visiting. But we're avoiding that for reasons I think I got into too much already earlier in the show. But it's okay to say so, I think, at this point. So What you have sent is this harness. This looks like a very good harness, actually. This might be a slight improvement over the ones that we're used to using. It's heavier for sure. It seems like it might be a little bit of a better fit in general, and it's got this reflective loop around it too for high visibility. I like that too. We'll have to check this out. I'm excited. You've also sent an airline-approved cat carrier, which is a good idea because Basket's going to be flying back to Chicagoland with you. How fun is that? And let's see, you've also sent a blanket, which probably smells just like home, like Squire and Draper. And then some accessories here. We've got, the other harness, which is the same kind of thing. The True Adventurer Harness and Leash Set. Wow, all right. It actually looks like this is a slightly different size, so maybe you tried both sizes already, or maybe you sent both sizes so that we could try them. This one is a 2XS, and this is an XS. So we will try them both. Oh, they're different brands, too, even though it looks like a very, very similar design. They're basically cut exactly the same, I think. Yeah, more or less. Anyway, so that's perfect. We will try those out. And you also thrown in the leashes that accompany those and the leash that goes with your box and your blanket. It's all perfect. And we will make sure that Basketweave gets his time with these. We'll try the harnesses on him as well to see how it goes. And I'm closing this up right now so that I don't get all of our smells on your nice blanket that probably has all of your smells on it. Very important. So I'm going to leave that closed until I'm ready to put Basketweave with it. I was going to say, I also already have a harness for Basketweave. Once we started the harness training, in quotes, for this class, we set aside a harness for each of them. So I do have one harness that I know fits Basketweave, but the ones that you sent might be better. So we'll try them out and we'll see. Awesome. Thank you so much, Eggster, for sending this stuff ahead of the time for Basketweave. Basketweave is right now right behind the camera playing in tissue paper with a spring. So he's right here watching all of that. Basketweave. Hey, come get this. What is it? You want it? Come get it. He's looking. Nope. You're just going to keep playing with what he's got. Okay. Fine with me. All right. This says tropical fruit box on it. Oh, and I believe it is actually what it says. So let's open it up. Is there a note that says who this is from? No, not here. I think I've got a note. If there's not one inside, I think I've got a note on Discord about it, though. Packed with tropical love, it says. All right. Excuse me. Easy for me to say. Whoa. Wow, what is in this? Oh, this looks great. Pink Glow pineapple. I've never heard of that brand either. It's Del Monte owns them, of course. That's fine. So, all right. Okay, hang on. I'm getting distracted. This looks very cool. And there's these cards for what each of the fruits are that may be in here. If they are what's in here, I'm very, very excited. Let's see if this is what it actually contains. And let's check my phone for a note that explains. Oh, wait. It says Peanut Butter and Jelly's mom, PB&J's mom on Discord. All right, that's what I thought. PB&J mom on Discord. There's not more of a note about PB&J mom, just about the tropical fruit box, which is tropicalfruitbox.com, I believe. But let's check my phone real quick, and then let's see if what's in this box is really the stuff that it says is in this box, because that is awesome. Let's see here. There we go. That's where the note should be. So the note says, PB&J's mom, can you please let Mr. A know I sent something for him and DJ to eat? I enjoy when he shows photos of the kittens and faculty looking at the food. I hope it is right. Cool. Well, I hope I get pictures of the faculty looking at some of this food, too. I don't think we're going to get to eat any of it, though. It's a little too special for that. Oh, man. Oh, hey, wow. This is special. Oh, it smells so good in here too. This smells very fruity. It just smells like fruit in here. So here we have a bunch of very tiny manzano banana thingies, apple bananas. It says from Colombia. Wow, not quite ripe yet, but it says they will get there. So that's what we'll do. Apple bananas because they taste like a hybrid between a banana and an apple. Interesting. I learned something today too. Okay, we've got to look at all this produce just for a minute. We've got to do it. Okay, here's some more of the same though. So a whole bunch of those. Wow, that's good because I can live on bananas. I'll tell you, I got a serious fruit habit. I do buy a ton of fruit, and it's funny that you've sent me a pineapple among other things. Wow, this looks like a. Oh, this must be the breadfruit. It's not quite as spiky as the picture makes it look, and it really. I'm not familiar with breadfruit. And it says and when it's green, it has a starchy potato-like taste, and when it's soft and ripe, it's sweet and makes a great dessert. It really looks here and in the picture like a small version of jackfruit, which is a DJ favorite and something I kind of like a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if it at all resembles a jackfruit in flavor and use. But a jackfruit, as you know, is like it makes jackfruits make watermelons look small. Like one of those would be bigger than my lap, but big jackfruit is like this. But otherwise, very similar in appearance. Interesting. Here's pineapple. This pineapple is missing its greens, which is okay, I'm sure. But there's another one here that has them. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, very spiky pineapple. I've never had one quite so spiky before. Look at that. Ow, 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 ow. That pineapple is really, it's so cute. Look how tiny it is. It's a little tiny pineapple with these spiky fronds. I mean, it's honestly done some damage to me with these little spikes here. But it's super cute. So that's a tiny, don't get poked by that pineapple, buddy. Let's see, what did it say that was? It said it was a pink glow pineapple, perhaps? A rare treat indeed is what they say. A rare treat indeed. And it's got its own certificate of authenticity, which is what we're looking at here. So that's got to be something extremely cool. There's so much more in here. Wow, this box is packed full of stuff. We got papaya. Look at that. It says golden papaya, whatever that means. We got a couple of those going on. We got some of these, some kind of Mandarin Tangelo thingies. It does say Mandarin. Okay, good. Staple food around here. But those look like maybe really, really good ones. Whoop, whoop. Oh, there's some more of those. They just sort of almost used them like filler in the box. Oh, this one's busted, though. Oh, somebody's going to have to eat that one really soon. Okay, set that one aside for immediate eating. Another papaya. And, oh man, there's more, actually. We're still going. I don't know what these are. Is there a note that says, there's not even a note that says, now I'm going to get embarrassed. Oh, wait, is it behind the Mandarin? Good. Now I can pretend I knew what these were all on. Longan. It says Longan, ripe and ready to eat. This is similar to lychee. Yeah, it looks similar to lychee. So that's what these are. It's a whole bag of them. And in fact, some of them have decided to fall around in there. They look like these little fruits that DJ likes to eat in India. I wonder if they are the same or related or something that she's really going to enjoy. I've never seen anything like it. Actually, talking about what they look like little tiny potatoes. I don't think they are. Anyway, little tiny potatoes. But they sure have that appearance. I'm trying to see if I can pick these up and put them all in the bag, and then some of this stuff I can just put right out with all of the rest of our produce where it belongs. Here's irony. I ordered a pineapple the other day, and apparently our local grocer that does deliveries was all out, and they thought frozen pineapple would be a real good substitute. It is not. It is not a real good. I have no idea what to do with frozen pineapple. I'll find something. But not the best substitute for a pineapple, is it? Oh, look, we have one more of these breadfruit right here, and it was specially wrapped all by itself for some reason. Who knows? That's a lot of fruit. Look at all that. That is a giant box of produce. Wow. That is just a lot of produce, and I love it. I completely love it. Like I said, I got a serious fruit habit. I think this probably started because I was eating that pineapple when it wasn't. It wasn't when Loom gave birth, was it? It was when pork gave birth, right? It wasn't Loom, was it? Whatever. I eat a lot of pineapples, is my point. And I wanted one, and I couldn't get one, and now I've got one. But I've got one that's so fancy it comes with a certificate of authenticity. That's a fancy pineapple. I mean, it's got to be eaten, right? It's nice. If somebody's going to send you something that's almost like too nice to eat, it's cool when that thing is fruit, because then you're like, but I've got to eat it because it's just going to go bad if I don't. Gives you the perfect excuse. Where if they send you something else that's too nice, you might just be tempted to put it away forever because it's too nice, right? I know that's happened to me plenty of times. Anyway, I'm really excited to dig into all of this, and even more excited because I'm hungry. It wasn't obvious. I'm not going to put any of that away. Instead, I'm going to add it, like I said, to our produce as soon as I get up. And for now, I'm just going to stack it over here. We're just going to have a nice little produce stack, and it's going to smell like I'm broadcasting from the produce department because it smells very producey. PB&J Mom, thank you very, very much. That is really going to be enjoyed here. Okay. Put that right back there. We can start using that for the discard pile, I guess, because why not? We'll put this in there too. Okay. From Babel Glyph. All right, Babel Glyph has sent us something that's got a little drawing of a kitty on the front. Let's see what this could be. Oh, wow. It's a rainbow knit. Blanket. Oh, not blanket. Wait, what is this? It's sort of knit, but it's got this weird shape at the end where it's folded over and sewn together. I'm not entirely sure what this item is. Let's see if there's something to explain it. Here we go. The note. Well, if anything is going to tell us, it would be that. And it says, okay to read on stream. So we're off to a good start. Very shiny note. The very shiny note has very shiny flowers. If only DJ were here right now, she would go crazy about this. Because on the back of the card, it has the Millet Photobomb, which you will be able to look at while I'm reading you the inside of the card. How cool is that? I love that so much. Dear Mr. A and Jim, who is Loom's adopter, as soon as I heard Loom's name, I knew I wanted to weave something for her. Naturally, this meant I waited until her last 2 weeks to start. This meant, let's see. She is so special. I wove this fabric thinking it would make a cushion. But she doesn't spend a lot of time on fluffy beds. So instead, it is a blanket cover for her all-time favorite, the Infinity Lounger, or whatever she sees fit. Loom is an expert rearranger. It is fully machine washable and dryable, and hopefully sturdy enough against claws. It has 6 colors for the 6 patterns, a rainbow for their theme. The black has no significance. I just thought Loom would look great on it. I'm mailing this and hoping it arrives in time, but if it does not, don't worry about mailing it. Use it as you see fit, and I can weave another to mail to Loom if her adopters like. From Mailbag, P.S. Millet Photobomb, sup. P.S. This was woven on the Loom featured in my Paisley cosplay photos. Loom's patterns have been extra inspiring during a difficult time. Thank you. Oh, that's so cool, Babel Glyph. Yes, Babel Glyph did do some cosplay as Paisley, which was the coolest thing. I am just so impressed. So this is beautiful, and I can see how it is just about the right size to fit the Infinity Scratcher, and it'll look good on an Infinity Scratcher. And to top it all off, what's even better is that Loom has a brand new Infinity Scratcher in her endowments, ready to go. So that's really, really sweet. I'm going to put your card with this so I don't lose track of what it is for. But considering that adoption is coming right up tomorrow, I've got to set this aside too so that I don't miss out on it completely. So for now, I'm just going to put it right over here by the fruit. And then maybe if there's anything else for Loom, we'll put it together. Babel Glyph, that's beautiful. I love the rainbow theme, and I love the fact you use the black with it, actually, because it really makes those colors pop a lot. It looks really good. And I like the rainbow. I like the fact that you've used the colors of the rainbow to represent the kittens. I think it's fantastic. I know Jim, who is, as you say, Loom and Harry's adopter, is going to really appreciate that, how it's so heartfelt. It's amazing you can knock it out that quickly, and it's amazing you used a hand loom to do it all, too. That's very cool. So thank you very, very much. Okay. If you guys haven't seen Babel Glyph's cosplay as Paisley, you need to see it. You literally need to see it. It was tweeted out on our Twitter, but if you're on our Discord, I'm sure you can ask somebody to point you to it as well. That was a while ago now. It says, welcome to all the new kittens at KA, the Moon and Stars. Oh, no, that's not a Moon and Stars. No, there's no Moon and Stars in here. No, that's a lie. The Moon and Stars are for murals, masterpieces. The fish and butterflies are for ruses. Use the remainder as you see fit from Frozen Tundra Crew. And I think I remember hearing on Discord also that we knew these were going to come separately, so I was supposed to know that. Anyway, Moon and Stars, so fish and butterfly are for ruse. I'm just going to write ruse on it. R-U-E-S, though, ruse. Okay, perfect. I don't have separate endowment boxes yet, but it does say ruse on it pretty clearly, so I'm going to put it right back there for the other endowment stuff for now. Perfect. What am I doing? Doing that. Okay. Let's see what this is. The one that they were trying to unpack. It says box 1 of 2. And I'm almost positive there is nothing here that says box 2 of 2. So we may have to wait on box 2. Don't get your hopes up. There may not be a box 2 here today. But it does say in the return address that this is from Sufiness. Sufiness, S-U-F-I-N-E-S-S, and they're going to try to pull all that packing material right back out again. How fun is that? Okay. There we go. Sufiness, box 1 of 2. Oh, and look at that. This makes it extra clear. Box 1 of 2 from Sufiness. All right, we got it. Inside, we have a note right at the top that says, it's A-OK to read this on screen. Well, I like that. It also says, oops, running out of ink like a fever coat kitten. That makes sense to me. Oh, I see that. Your printer is got a little discoloration there. I couldn't quite see it through the Ziploc bag, but I see it now. Hi, meet Turtle. Turtle is adorable. She's very cute. And it says, hi, Mr. A, Dr. DJ, KA faculty, mom cats, and the little new kitten ruses and tiny paints. Also, a big hello to all the Kitten Academy alumni and their special aduters, and a bigger purr to Mr. A's mom. I love the postcards and notes that you send. So there's our little boy Turtle, or little girl Turtle, sorry. Plus the biggest meowza to all the nice folks on the Discord and Twitter, the Kitten Academy universe, who make beautiful art and who send tons of amazing letters and prizes to the mailbag from all around the world. You all fill my heart with catting, kittening, artsing, and extensive cutesing. You're funny, generous, creative, appreciative, and devoted. I love you. I especially love the hand-knit, crocheted, and quilted cat toys and blankets. Fiber art is very special art. My first class was velvet. Her textiles were little bliss puffs. I'm so excited there are some tiny panthers at the academy. Right meow. I lurk around the Discord. I cannot keep up with all of you, but I always enjoy what I see when I dip my paws in there. The way DJ names the classes is my favorite part, and the almost daily close-ups are my second favorite part. Thank you, DJ and Chris, for all that you do. And thank you to the close-up live stream moderators. Mods are rock stars all around. I love ping pong ball tub and the tissue pit, the catio, the bird feeder, the spa, the Twitter feed, the website photos, the big running wheel, Mr. A's sense of humor, and his huge heart. For sure, that is the best part. I live with my elderly parents and my beautiful senior tortoiseshell cat. Her name is Turtle. She is perfect. She looks a lot like KA's dearest Smokey, but Turtle doesn't have the cute ear curl that Smokey had. Wasn't Smokey's ear the cutest ear? I think so. Maybe second only to the way Smokey ate Mr. A's glasses. I cannot decide on these things. Cuteness is always the cutest. Turtle is a polydactyly, a popular feature at KA right meow. Here's a picture of Turtle's toes. Oh, Turtle's got big feet. Wow. I'll show you the picture in just a second, even more. Big feet on Turtle. I hope KA gets another dog. So in the box are treats and toys to use as you see fit. Endowments, classes, and faculty. Turtle loves the Halo Live a Little's freeze-dried chicken and salmon, so she hopes everyone gets some of those. Mr. A, I know we're not really supposed to send things for you and DJ, but I saw this humane mousetrap on YouTube's Sean Woods channel. Sean Woods demoed it in April 2021, and I got one of the authentic ones for you from his affiliate link right away, but I failed to send it to you yet. It goes with the Lowe's bucket. If anyone else gets one, please beware of the fakes. This one is absolutely from the one he demoed, so we're for sure supporting the real ingenious inventor. The video is titled, I Discovered the Greatest Mousetrap Ever Invented, Amazing New Design Mousetrap Monday. I guess I'll have to look up the video if I want to understand all of it. Look at those big feet. Oh my gosh. The Sean Woods YouTube channel says, if you build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. I've heard that somewhere before. And I say, if you build a Kitten Foster live stream as great as Kitten Academy, then the best people in the world will share their love of cats together. Thank you for all you do for fostering and adopting, not shopping. You've created a very special community. Be excellent to each other. Love, Soofiness in Western North Carolina, USA. Oh, a few more excitements. My favorite tweets are pictures of other cats watching Kitten Academy. This cracks me up every time. A special meow to Jenny D, Jimmy D, Winnie, and Gary. Wednesdays are extra special because of you. Congrats to Brew Cats for over 250,000 views on YouTube. Wow, Brew Cats, good job. And I hope Mr. A and DJ do another AMA Ask Me Anything sometime. Those are fun. Maybe I haven't seen them all. Okay, bye and purr and whiskers and long hours in the beanbag chairs. Happy mail bagging. Soofiness. Soofiness, thank you so much. I am not even going to have to say thank you at the end of this mailbag because you covered everything. I love your enthusiasm, and I love how joyful you are about all of it, too. It really it means a lot to me, and it really is wonderful. So thank you for sharing all that sentiment. And this goes in the trash, right? Excuse me. And we already have a herringbone right up here checking things out, but we're going to dig with him into this box. All right. Maybe I'll have my throat. I'm getting a little hoarse here. A little hoarse, Harry. Sit right here, bud. Sit right here, and we'll look at this together. These bags of bags are just cushions packaging. Please discard or use for other projects. Meow. All right, bags of bags as packing material. That is one good way to go through your giant bag collection. What on earth? It is, oh, this must be the mousetrap. Oh, man. Oh, I see. Okay, good. No, this is nice. I have seen mousetraps that are not quite this designed, but on the same basic principle. In fact, I saw an idea like this in I don't know. It was in like one of those DIY, like Boys Life or maybe a Cub Scout magazine or something. For some reason, that's what I'm thinking of way back when. Similar idea, but not as well executed, where they'd basically taken a bucket. I think you sent me a bucket, by the way. Thank you for that. Never have too many buckets. Oh, if I can even get it out. Here we go. So this is the Kitten Academy bucket. Look at that. It says Kitten Academy all over it. The one that I saw had taken a bucket and they'd put a dowel across the top of the bucket, and then they'd used like a ruler that had gone over the top of the bucket and was resting on the dowel. And it was done in just such a way that the mouse could run out on top of the ruler, so it would be, next to something. And the mouse would run out on top of the ruler. And once it got past the dowel, it would act like a lever. The dowel would act like a lever with that ruler, and it would tip. The ruler would tip down. The mouse would slide off into the bucket, and then the weight of the ruler would make it come back down and reset for the next mouse. So once it was all done, you just have a bucket full of mice, which is a great idea. Very humane. Works out very well. This is just a modern, more engineered version of the exact same thing. What we have here on the top is the ramp. So instead of putting the bucket next to something, it's got a ramp that's got these little dots and things for the mice to hang on to and climb up the ramp. There's two parts to it. I only pulled out one part. There's two parts, so it actually will reach the bucket. There's a ramp for the mice to go up to get to the bucket. And then on top, there's this big lid for the bucket. And the lid has this entry that the mice can go into. And inside the entry, it's the exact same mechanism as that dowel and ruler, except all made out of plastic with the weighting here. So they get under that thing on the top. They're standing on this piece. It's hinged right here. They'll push this down and fall into the bucket, and then the weight on this side will pull it back down, closed again, ready for the next mouse. So it's actually a very old idea, but very freshly executed, very well executed here. I like it. And perfect addition. We also use humane mouse traps here. I think if you watch on the Discord, you've seen all the times that we catch a mouse and I take it outside and put it outside. And then as far as I know, there's just one mouse. And we've caught the same mouse like 100 times because every time he comes in, he ends up in the trap. I take him outside and put him down far away from the house. But I think he knows his way around. Anyway, this could be a fun thing for us to try out. And it also says Kitten Academy there on top. And inside the bucket now, yes, everything else inside the bucket, we have the Halo Live a Little's dog and cat salmon treats that you mentioned. Nice packaging on these too. That's very convenient. So you sent a few, just a couple of these salmon treats, just one or two. All right, not too many though. We wouldn't want to get carried away or anything on the salmon treats, which I'm still pulling out of the bucket. So generous, very, very generous. Actually, freeze-dried treats are exactly in line with the sort of treat reform that I've been talking about here. So these are perfect. And we also have Halo Live a Little's chicken, which is freeze-dried chicken. And for some reason, it looks a little more real to me than a lot of the freeze-dried chicken that we've seen in the past. I don't know why it would look any different, but it does. So just a couple of those as well, but not too many, because again, we wouldn't want to go crazy with the chicken or the treats or the cats or the cat treats or all of this freeze-dried chicken. It's a good thing that freeze-dried chicken does last forever, because it might take us a while to go through all that chicken and salmon. Anyway, they obviously like the smell of it. You can tell they want us to get into this sooner rather than later. And then you filled out the rest of this with springs, lots and lots of springs, which I'm just going to take and dump directly into the use as you see fit box right here. I'm just going to do it right here. Look. Oh, that is a lot of springs. Wow. Okay. Springs treats are brand new mousetrap. It is a better mousetrap. That's great. Wow, it looks like that's right on there. I can't wait to try it out. Good. Okay, Sufiness, thank you so much. As cool, the treats are really cool. The mousetrap is awesome. I can't wait to try it. But the coolest part of what you sent is the note. Thank you so much for the wonderful letter and all the sweet thoughts. I appreciate it so much. So somewhere in there you said you can't wait for Kitten Academy to get another dog. And that is something that I was just talking about the other day, which is to say we're not going to do it anytime soon, but we are still thinking about it. And we can't wait either. I'm very excited to have another dog in here. But the thing that we are waiting for is to get a little settled down. There's still a big question about where we're even going to be living this time next year. And then never mind, in another 3 years after that, we may have to make yet another decision. So there could be a lot of moving around in Kitten Academy's future, or there may be none at all. Right now the future is wide open. We have no idea how things are going to go. Or even what things are going to go. I can tell you that DJ has already started her interviews for her fellowship. So that's the goal, is to get DJ a critical care fellowship, which historically has always meant a pulmonary fellowship. Pulmonary, which is lungs, pulmonary and critical care have always gone together historically in the medical system. So if you wanted to specialize in critical care, you were at the same time specializing in pulmonary care. Now, I said that is a historical fact, and it's not necessarily true anymore. These days, you can get a fellowship that is just in critical care. That's a brand new thing. In fact, I think that's a new thing this year. So DJ has been working on the applications for both of those because she didn't want to miss out on some of the places that haven't caught up yet to the just critical care one. And like I was saying, anyway, she's been starting to take interviews now, and she's had a few interviews, and they are all over the place. They're all over the place geographically, all over the place in sort of terms of her enthusiasm, I guess. And some of the places that she's most excited about aren't here. So big question mark about where Kitten Academy is going to be. All I can tell you about that process is that we don't find out where we're going to be until December. The good news is we don't have to wait as long as medical students do. They don't find out until like spring, and then they got to immediately move. I mean, that's how we got to Connecticut. We didn't find out until spring that we had to be in Connecticut by June. Craziness. So we really had to hustle. This time we're going to get a little more time because the start date, I think, is the same of sort of June, July. But the date where we find out where we're going to be is December. So it's a long way of saying I don't know what we're going to do until December. We'll start to have an idea of what our future looks like. And then it will be the question of are we moving? Are we moving someplace that we want to stay forever? Or are we moving this year, next year? Are we moving next year and then again 3 years after when she's done with her fellowship? Who knows? No, right now nobody knows. We don't know. So playing it by ear. Very excited for the limitless possibilities in the future. Right? That's the way we got to look at it. This is some chunky dried chicken, buddy. You want to try some? Come here. Try one out. That's what you were looking for. Who else wants one? Kittens. Kittens. Come here, Kittens. There's treats on offer. He's just playing with it. He's getting distracted, in fact. It's a big chunk. I think he knows it's a toy, though. You know this is not a toy? I think he knows it's not a toy. That's what I meant. He is eating it now. Oh, wow, those things crumble, too. All right, well, if the Princess or Loom comes over here, we'll also give them treats, but I don't see either of them here yet. We'll keep the one that's opened over here. The others I've stacked up nicely for no reason. All right. Sufiness, one more time, thank you. That is extremely generous, and I think you're keeping us in the good treats basically forever. This seems like a lifetime supply. I guess it's probably not, but it definitely seems like it's going to last a while. All right. This is a Chewy box, and because it is from Chewy, there is no note. We know that, but on the outside it says Jill KH, Mom. Well, we recognize Jill KH, I think, from Discord. So, and look at that. This says notes, which is interesting. It is a back-to-school notebook cat scratcher. Oh, I see that. It is a notebook. Look at that. It's one of those lab notebooks, except in green. I'm used to seeing them in black. How cool. So it's a lab notebook cat scratcher. I love it. And it actually looks like it's hinged, like you can open it up maybe and spread it out for them to scratch on both sides. How cool is that? That's an even cooler idea. I'm not going to open it right this minute, and I'm going to have to, I guess, look at my Discord to see if anybody told me what Jill KH intended for us to do with the Notepad back-to-school scratcher, which I like. Is there a note here for that one? Let's see. I'm looking, but I don't see it. Okay. All right. No, that's fine. Jill KH, just let us know if you had some particular intent for this, and we will go with whatever you're saying, for sure. I do love the little lab notebook, though. That's too fun. Way too fun. And like I said, I believe it opens up so that they have an even bigger scratching area, which would make it even more fun. For now, I'm going to put it over here with the general purpose stuff for us to sort of deploy or use as we see fit. We'll sort it out. If that's not what we're supposed to do with it, you will let us know. I know you will. All right, put that up in there. You know what? Actually, I need a place to put all these treats. I got nothing. I don't want to put them back in the bucket because they're going to different places. I think I will put them in this chewy box. So that's what we're doing. There you go. Treats in the chewy box. There we go. Right on it. Oh, we got more. We got more treats. Okay, just a couple. Just a couple treats. There we go. All right, it's got all behind me. What's behind me now? All right. Good. All right, let's just take this right here, and then we can move everything else a little closer afterwards. Oh, this is very heavy. Very, very heavy, and it says from Rhonda. All right, Rhonda. Excellent. Oh, the notebook scratcher from JKH. Notebook scratcher for ruses to take notes of their plans. That's good. Also, it's kind of good. I think Rue might need another scratcher in there because she's just got the one, and I don't see her use it too often. So I'm going to write Rue, and we might get this deployed sooner rather than later. So let's put this right over here with the other stuff that is intended for deployment. And let's open this extremely heavy box from Ron. Oh, did you want a treat? Because you didn't get one, Loom, and I said I'd give you one if you came over here. And you came over here. So come get a treat right over here. There you go. Right there, Loom. You are such a big kitten. Such a cutie pie big kitten. All right, our box from Rhonda. And, with a gift bag. Very fancy. A very heavy gift bag. What could be so heavy? A gift bag. I was curious how big those gift bags got. Grin from Rhonda. All right, that's all it says. Well, they actually get a little bigger than this, but what did you put in here? So heavy. Oh, the person at the post office was like, I think you got a ton of cat litter. I was like, well, I don't know. Not a lot of people send cat litter. She said, well, maybe it's food. But it looks like she was right. It's cat litter. It is a Boxy Cat. It's a big bag of the Boxy Cat, all natural, scent-free, premium, plumping clay litter. A 30-pound bag. No wonder it felt so heavy. It weighs 30 pounds. So, Rhonda, thank you so much for the cat litter. I assume that you sent it for us to just use as we see fit, and it wasn't for any particular litter box, like maybe there's one poop that you like better than the rest of the poop, and you're like, oh, those poopers, they should be the ones that get the good litter. In all honesty, this is, like I said, the exact same litter that we used. It is the Boxy Cat, the regular Boxy Cat in the blue bag, exactly like this. We've used some of the others too from time to time, but this is our standard. I'm looking at another bag of it over there by the litter box right in front of me. So this is perfect. We'll use it as a very practical gift, unless you work at our post office, in which case you are like, oh my gosh, these boxes. So Rhonda, thank you very, very much for that. And oh, hey, look at that. There's a cat in this bag. That is cliche, buddy. Do you know what a cliche you are making of yourself right now? Do you? Do you even know? He doesn't. Okay, nobody cares. All right, well, let's put that back there. Let's, two of them now. We got Harry and Basket, both in the bag. We let the cats into the bag, right? Am I right? That's what people say, isn't it? It's not. It's not what people say. I'm well aware of that. Let's use a pineapple to hold this bag open a little. Ow, oh, ow. Oh, man, that pineapple. Why is it so angry? Oh, you must know I'm going to eat it. It's getting pre-venge. Pre-venge. I thought the pineapple would work a little better. The other one probably would have. This one not gonna help me in that situation. All right, well, we'll just run with it. Thank you, Rhonda, for the boxy cat, which I'm gonna put out my back and put out behind me. That's what I meant. Put it out back. That's what I meant. Yeah, that's my story. Okay, let's see. What am I reaching here? A long package. A very long package says, please do not crush. Thank you. It says please and thank you on the do not crush. That's very, very polite. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got in here? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Please do not crush. Thank you. Oh, hey, I know what this is, and I know what this is about. I wonder if there's an extra note, though. Look how cool that is. So, this is, here we go. All right. This is some packing material for me to take off first. Done and done. Cool. There we go. Sounds like there's something else in here. A note, perhaps. Okay, let's see. So there is a note right here, and check this out. This is great. I love this so much. I was excited when I heard about this, and now I'm doubly excited. The note says right here, first off, this is from Catfishin. That is from Catfishin Toys. I wish I could tell you right from this how to find them online. Maybe it says on the rest of their stuff. Catfishintoys.com, and it is spelled CatFishinToys.com. That's Catfishin Toys. That's like catfishing with no G, catfishintoys.com. All right, I'm telling you that because first off, their stuff is really cool. And secondly, I think we're about to find out they are really cool. So let me read the note they have sent. Dear Kitten Academy, a fan of yours recommended that I send you a replacement for your cat fishing rod because yours had a malfunction. I hope you enjoy this replacement. Be sure to read the instructions first. The reel can be tricky, so it's best to leave the black knobs on the reel alone. I'm working on a new type of reel which can cast freely. I also threw in a couple of extra critters, a meek mouse and a ratso, as well as some super stretch line you can re-spool with if yours becomes worn out. If you ever need another or to replace any parts, you can contact me at alilig3@gmail.com. That's ALILLIG3@gmail.com. I am the inventor and maker of Catfishin, the toy with lasting allure, followed by the copyright symbol there, just so you know. That is copywritten. Keep doing all the good work you do. Kind regards from Anita Lillig, the sole proprietor of Catfishin Toys. It says Catfishin Toys LLC. All right, perfect. I didn't know you could be a sole proprietorship and an LLC. But I also don't know anything about business, so I won't even try. I see this came just a tiny bit unspooled, and I was just going to roll it up a little while I felt it. It is super stretchy fishing line. Wow. I didn't know that was a thing, but it is a thing, and it's right here, and they want to play with the line. Well, don't do that. Here we go. There's a little catch for it right there. There we go. Put it in the catch. That'll stay nice. Okay, I'm going to put it back in here, though, so nobody tries to play with it. So Anita has sent us the replacement for the cat fishing wand that she invented. How cool is that? I love people that create new things and then take them all the way to market. That is such a special thing that I feel like that deserves to be rewarded. Just like with the mouse trap, that's why I would suggest going to whoever invented this and buying it from them, because they put work into making it just right. And now there's probably 1 million copies all around. It's the same thing I say with the Ripple rug. Our friend Fred invented. I say our friend Fred. I've never met him, but I'd like to think of him as a friend. Fred invented the Ripple rug, and now there's 1 million imitators. But I still suggest you get the original. Just to support Fred. Good guy. I would say the same thing for Anita. I don't know if there are imitation fly fishing. I'm not going to open this one yet, by the way. I don't know if there are imitation fly fishing wand makers, but if there are, I would definitely say get yours from catfishingtoys.com, because Anita seems like a really nice person and really went all out, because all that happened, and I hope this was made clear, was that it was sent and the line like instantly broke the first time I took it out to play with. So I haven't fixed it. I haven't replaced refixed, set the line, or put a new toy on it or any of that. It's just been in the closet waiting for me to get to it. And the person who sent it to us reached out to the catfishing people and said this had happened. And they said, let us just send you a whole new one. Let us just send you a whole new one. That's not supposed to happen that way. There must be something wrong. Let's replace it. How cool is that kind of customer service? I mean, that's just way, way above and beyond. And this is a lot of fun as a cat wand, I can tell you that much. First off, the little toys that you have sent and that it comes with are just like smaller handmade versions. They remind me of the Go Cat. It's that fly fishing technique where you take like a piece of hair and then you wrap it really finely with the thread, so of course it floofs up, and it makes these little spiky floofs all over. So we've got these the mice that are made that way. That is Maggie's favorite thing in the whole world, and I can say that a lot of these kids appreciate it too. You've seen a mouse that's made that same way. That the princess, I think I was just telling a story about this in the close-up. It was either I was talking about it in the last close-up, probably, where our princess here had one of these, not these mice, but a mice that was made the same way, and I didn't know that. All I heard was her crying. She's just crying. And I didn't know what she was crying about. And finally I got up. I'm like, I got to go look and see what she's crying about. And I went in and she's just talking to her mouse. It's just her and the mouse, and she's just talking to it. It was so funny. But then obviously she wanted me to throw it around and for it to move, I think. I think she was talking to it because she wanted to get up and run. Anyway, my point is these are great cat toys, whether they're on a thing or not. They're fantastic. But then on top of that, what you have here is a real fly fishing reel kind of a deal. It is like a fiberglass rod that is never going to break. It'll last forever. And I can tell you if it does break, I'm pretty sure Anita's got your back on that one. Plus a real fly fishing reel at the back. So you can throw these a lot further, and you can pull them in slowly like you were trying to catch a fish, really. Makes it a little bit more fun and a little more involved than some of the regular cat reels, cat wands, I should say. It's the only one I have that has a reel on it. Great idea. You can really make it go a long way too. If you've got a lot of space like we do, it's perfect for really getting it out there and making them chase it around. So that is that's just really cool. It's not only is it really cool, it's really classy of them. To go to that extreme. And I heard, like I said, I heard this was coming. Very excited about it. Anita, very, very cool. So Anita at catfishingtoys.com. Thank you so much. I have a staple here. I need to put the staple somewhere so the kids don't find it later. There we go. Okay, good. I'm going to put all this together. And like I said, the only reason I'm not opening it yet is because I want to go find the other one and put them together. And maybe I can just restring the old one and make this last even longer. Now, maybe. We'll see. For now, you know what? I don't have a better place to put it than in the shipping box, so I'm just going to put it right there. That's what we're going to use to store it right now, the shipping box. That's a good way to keep all that stuff together, too. Oh, man, that is so fun. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Well, let's see. What do we got next here? I should mention that we were also sent by the same person who sent in the original rod that fishing jacket and hat to wear when we're fly fishing with this thing. So I'm going to have to get the whole outfit together. It's going to be fun. Oh, hey, look at that. Wow. All right. Our lady at the post office was more right than I knew. I would never have guessed. Did this say something on the outside? Rhonda. Oh, it's from Rhonda again. Okay, Rhonda. Perfect. Rhonda this time has also sent the Sweet Scoop litter, which is also heavy. It's much less dense than the clay litter, but that's why it's in a bigger bag, so it can weigh just as much. Does it weigh just as much? I bet this is another 30-pound bag. 25 pounds, just a little bit less. So this is the Sweet Scoop, and this is here we go. This is the litter that we use for the kittens. When kittens are just starting out, we use this. It's usually they only need a little bit of it, and they very quickly learn to switch over. The reason that we use this is that kittens, when they're first learning to litter box, they always eat the litter. It's just like an impulse. Like they can't even control it. They get in there and they feel the litter in their toes and they gotta lick it. And with that clay clumping litter, you don't want them to eat too much of it. A little bit's not going to hurt them, but if they're sitting there eating a bunch of it, it could kind of clump up inside them, and you do not want that to happen. So that's why we use this stuff that's more biodegradable. It's made out of wheat, and it does clump up when you use it, but the thinking behind us using this for the kittens is it's okay for them to eat. It's going to go through them just fine. You don't eat that much of it anyway, but it's much lighter that way. So that's the Sweet Scoop. So this is exactly the stuff that we do use for the kittens. And it's funny, for the kitten litter boxes, I usually take the trays of the Fancy Feast food that we have, and the trays come from Chewy, and Chewy puts an extra plastic box on the tray of food. So what I do is I cut the tray so that the plastic that's around the food, you guys, you know what I'm talking about. If you ever buy the whole tray of 24 Fancy Feast, it comes in the tray version. They're wrapped in plastic, and if you just cut the plastic off the top and leave the plastic on the bottom, then you put that into the Chewy tray, it makes like a plastic layer that's in the middle of two cardboard layers and makes it waterproof. So then you can take that and fill it with this, and it makes a perfect kitten-sized litter box. It's exactly how we do it. So this is exactly right. And the reason I was saying that is I would just set aside 2 of those trays because I know Roo's kids are ready to have the litter box in their area. I think it's going to be a couple more weeks before we see them successfully using it, but they're ready to be exposed to it. So this came at exactly the right time. And your note says, hope you don't get too many poop accidents and that they find the litter box quickly. From Rhonda. Rhonda, we hope the exact same thing. So thank you so much for that. Okay, we'll put that back here. This is fantastic, and I'll just put it over here. I'm not going to use the throwing it out back joke again, even though I'm very proud of myself. That sounds like basketweave going over the fence right now. Oh, maybe coming back over the fence. He does that whenever he wants. He just goes up the fence and over the fence. Never slows him down a bit. All right. Oh, hey, this one also says it's from Rhonda. All right, and it's also heavy, so any guess? Litter happening here? Let's find out. It is. Oh, it's more of the Sweet Scoop. Wow. Okay, a lot of the Sweet Scoop. That's good. Is it the same note? It says, Mr. A, I thought you could use some of this in the upcoming weeks. I know Amazon says enjoy your gift, but that just sounds wrong, doesn't it? From Rhonda. It does sound a little wrong. I mean, there's nothing wrong with enjoying it. Isn't that one of the toilet paper companies' slogans now? Like Charmin or somebody, haven't they made their slogan "Enjoy the Go"? I'm pretty sure they have, right? That sounds familiar. It is a little weird, though. It's a little weird. Anyway, it is another bag of Sweet Scoops. So this should keep us for a while because these bags are big. And I guess we average going through a bag maybe every other class, not even every class. So between the two bags and the two classes, we're probably going to have a bag left over, right? That would make sense. Make too much sense. We'll see. So that's good. It'll last forever. We'll use it. It'll get used. It will definitely get used. A very practical gift, Rhonda. Thank you so much for that. I'm just going to slide it right over there. We have two kids in the box now. We have the princess and basket are both in here causing some trouble. I know you can't see them. I don't know if there's anything I can do so that you could see them. Are they going to... That probably doesn't help very much. Okay, well, whatever. We've only got one box left anyway. Look at that. We're through the mailbag at 11:49. Oh, that took longer than it felt like. It's almost 2 hours. It didn't feel like 2 hours. Went very quickly spending this wonderful time with you guys and all the wonderful stuff that you guys have sent for the kittens. I love it. This one is, another one from JKH. That's Jill KH, apparently. All right. A lot of repeat senders today. Oh, I see you found one of those springs and you pulled it out. The whole thing, Loom. The whole thing, really? Loom, I don't know if you guys realize this particular fact about Loom, but once I say it, you're going to realize that it's definitely true. Loom likes to grab things that are still in plastic bags and carry them around. I don't know if she thinks they're all treats or if it's just something that she likes to do. She's just attracted to the crinkly plastic bags or something. But if you have a treat bag, she's going to go grab that and carry it around and tear it up and eat all the treats out of it. She will do that. But if it's not treats, if it's something else, like there's a bag of dates. I saw her steal a bag of dates, like Medjool dates, the dates that you eat, obviously. I have a bag of dates that's been around because I like to eat dates. I've just got this fruit thing, and dates count. They're very sweet. Anyway, she grabbed the bag of dates and she's carrying that all around the house like she thought it was a bag of cat treats, but she knows the difference because she doesn't tear into it. Whereas with the bag of cat treats, she puts it under the bed and tears it up. She's carrying this around. There were those toys on a previous mailbag. She was picking up the bags and toys and carrying them around. Anytime that I find a plastic bag and she's got access to it, she's eventually going to start carrying it places. So that's an interesting little thing about Loom. That's why she was carrying those springs, I'm sure. Anyway, JKH has sent us some more things. Look at that. Okay, this is an Etch-a-Scratcher. It's an Etch-a-Sketch cat scratcher. I can guess who this is for, but I didn't know they made any such thing. It is exactly that. It's a retro Etch-a-Sketch cat scratcher with the two knobs, the scratcher. It's exactly what it is. It says Etch-a-Scratch. That's too perfect. It's an Etch-a-Scratcher. We have another adorable door-hanging bird toy. If you have been very carefully watching the Kitten Academy live stream, we did put one of these up, a couple nights ago for these guys. It was on the live stream. I didn't make a big deal out of it, though, and neither did they. These kids, the Catterns, they were all excited about it. They all went up to it. They all started playing with it, but unless I was there kind of encouraging the play, they kind of drifted off to do their own thing. It wasn't like Port and her oranges that were crazy wild for one of these things. So we'll see. I bet it'll have varying effects on the classes. They did like it. It's not to say they didn't like it. It's just that the Ports were crazy about it, and these guys were like, yeah, it's cool. Let's go do something else now. So he sent 3 of those, actually. And one more thing at the bottom, another cat scratcher. It says Scratch and Roll Scratcher cat toy. It's not really clear what a scratch and roll is, though, so I guess we're going to have to open it up to take a look. Sorry, Dasty. Let's take a look here. Oh, I see. It is a ball track cat scratcher. Oh, that's a little nicer than the ones that we used to see. The ones we used to see were all one piece and had the track with the scratcher in the middle. And it used to be at one point Ari's favorite thing in the whole world was a cat scratcher that worked like this with the ball track around it. It might still be, for all I know, his favorite thing in the world. I haven't seen one in quite a while. So let us know what you meant to us to do with this, and maybe we'll also get a chance to see if Ari still likes it. And whether he likes it or not, I suppose it'll give me a chance to say, Ari, why? Which I'm likely to do. Okay, so let me check real quick on the Discord to see if JKH or anybody else wants to tell me what we're supposed to do with this stuff. And then once I've got that last little item figured out, I will get up and start putting all this stuff away where it belongs. And then once it's all put away where it belongs, I will come back and say thank you very much. So let's just see here. Where is my chat anyway? JKH. JKH. What are we doing with this stuff, JKH? The edge sketches for Mural and the Tiny Pants. Oh, here we go. The other items are however you wish to use them. Okay, well, that's perfect then. So we will put these for the generic in deployment pile, which is over here right now. We will put this with the generic deployment, which is over here right now. And we will label this for Mural, which means we got one now for Rue and one now for Mural. And I will put this with the random deployment items because it's too fun to have an etch with an Etch-a-Sketch and not have that on the stream, isn't it? There we go. Okay. I think I'm also going to label these while I'm sitting right here and have the pen. Let's see. Let's label each one of these little lychee nuts. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to label those. I'm going to label these. We've got one for Rue and one for Mural. So let's just do it. Just like I said, I don't think we're ready to deploy these yet today. But when I come to look at them later, I want to remember what they're for. And then whether we deploy or endow, we'll know. Right? Rue on one, Rue on one, and Mural on the other. Well, that is a very sloppy mural, but it does say Mural, so that's good enough for me. Good enough for me. I see Herringbone took his collar off during Mailbag. It's right over there on the floor. Herringbone. Not going to help you, buddy. You're still going home tomorrow. If you want to see goodbye waves, by the way, oh, Princess, you never got any chicken. You want a chicken? If you want to see the goodbye waves from Loom and Herringbone, they are on yesterday's close-up. You can go look for that. I'm sure you'll find it. As for the rest of this stuff, thank you all so very, very much. What a wonderful mailbag from a bunch of wonderful people. And I'm going to get up and clean up. And then once I got all the cleaned up, I'll come back. I'll say a couple. Oh, excuse me. Wow, very burpy. I apologize. That is not cool. I will come back afterwards and say thank you again. We'll wrap up the archive. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to say before I got up, but I got distracted by all my own burpings. Thinking. Nope, I got nothing. All right, here we go. We will be back. I will be back. Hi, Loomy Loom. All right. To it. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. Let's see, maybe I can set this stuff on the counter from this side of the fence. Save myself a lot of running in and out for a while. very curious to find out how much breadfruit resembles jackfruit. They must be related. There is no way for me to believe that two things could look so similar and not have something common about their origin. But that doesn't necessarily mean they taste the same, right? I mean, like almost every green vegetable that we have is related to broccoli, but they don't all taste like broccoli, right? Isn't that it? Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know. These probably would be easier to put away if I had put them back into some kind of box, just for the carrying potential. Even though they're only going 20 feet over to where the rest of the fruit lives. What did you just say to me? Oh, that's what I thought you said. I don't think I mentioned to you guys the camera that we did the mailbag on today. The camera I'm talking to you on here on the floor is the camera from the annex. I moved this camera up to the annex so we could have that view. And then 15 minutes before mailbag today, I was like, oh my gosh, there's no camera downstairs anymore. I had to go and steal the camera for this mailbag. I would have just done mailbag upstairs, except there was too much stuff and too much heavy stuff. So I couldn't really make that work for us. Yeah, it's interesting to discover, to remember at the last minute, wait, there's not a camera. That's not okay. I'll put this with the endowments for now. So like I said, we're not going to deploy these today. And they're labeled pretty clearly. And this has to go right to Loom's endowments, so we can do that before we forget. Just thinking about my plan of attack here. All right. Okay, I'm going to carry this down to the endowment stuff. Here we go. I'll be back. Actually, let's not just carry that. Let's get all these treats down there too, because that's too many to put in the treat area up here. It's not that big. I hear you, Loom. I hear you. That's good. Good input. No, kids, why? You put your toys in the litter box, I put them in the trash. Yeah, that's where they go. That's how that works. You put one of their firm ice in the litter box. All right, what am I doing now? Usually we store the sweet scoop upstairs in the second annex, but this is a lot, and I'm not going to be able to get it up there into the closet while the room's occupied. So what am I going to do? Thinking. Better off going downstairs with the. I think it is. I think it is. This. Oh. And while we're at it, we'll take the generic endowments and the letters that go down there as well. I think I can take this one though. I think I have to put this one up somewhere. One from my mom. It had art, my mom's art on it. That's got to go somewhere, hasn't it? This is going to go with that stuff. There we go. No, mandarins. Oh, no. Why is it so heavy? Oh. Run around. Oh my gosh. Everybody run. Kids. Bags are so useful too. I should hang on to that thing. All right, get closer here. Kids, do you have a pod of some kind I can put this paper into? Where are all these pods? There we go. Use this one. You've already brought some paper all the way over here? How do you get this stuff all the way over here? How do you even do that? No, put the paper in the pod. Here, we'll put all this paper in the pod too. There's paper. Come on, let's do it. Come on, bud. Paper pod. Paper pod. Next best thing is tissue paper. There we go. Get on the paper pod, kids. Do you think the mice want a bucket that says Kitten Academy on it? Do you think that's going to work? Do you think it'll fool them? Or do you think they'll be like, oh, we should stay away, it's a Kitten Academy? Guess we'll find out. There's only one way to find out. Come on, you. I got all right. Come on, guys. I'll get you right away. Thank you, already why. That's right, it's a double Y for both of you. I hear DJ talking to basketweave, which means he went over the fence again. It's more for him. Very normal. These have got to go upstairs. Tropical fruit, tropical fruit. There's more. There's some stuff here you might really get a kick out of, actually. Look. Are these those things you like? Or kind of like things?
Oh my god, they're even called that?
Yeah.
You do this.
Are these the things
Yeah, but I don't like over there.
Well, you should try it before you say no. Try it. We also got papaya, like I said. We also got breadfruit. You ever heard of that? Because it really looks like it wants to be a baby jack. Why not? How are you related? The note says you can eat it anytime. If you eat green, it's going to taste like a potato. But it's ripe, it makes it sweet dessert. Ooh. Oh, they got recipes on these cards. And then the other one's out, which is banana apple. So it tastes like apples.
Wait, they don't do like
Not quite right yet, but it's a card. No,
I'm also vegetable.
I know. Very good. And look at these pineapples then. These are the bones that you got some special name. A certificate of authenticity with pink glow pineapple.
Oh, some of these are
So take them out and unleash them.
or they're all from here. And I'm one of these oranges. And
You what?
orange now.
Yeah, there's one that's broken. You want to start with that one? Oh yeah, some of these aren't just broken. Some of these are actually fermenting. Can you smell that? It smells very drunky over here. Well, that's extra fun. You want to eat some of those, buddy? Sorry, why? Why are you in the trash? Wait, did you see the pink little pineapple, Mama? Look at this pineapples. So they sent this, which may or may not be pink little pineapple. I'm very excited to eat it. And this thing, look at that tiny little baby pineapple. It's got very spiky. Like, oh, very good. Yeah, Cat's gonna get make sure you want to toast this. No, it is. Yeah, well, we'll find out in due time. Now I guess I'm just gonna put all this in the fruit basket. Right?
The one going there, right?
Where's in there? Oh, hi, Loom. Loom, you, what? What did she do? Loom must have gone out through the door, which is open right now. She picked up that fur ball and then carried it back over the fence because she had to have it in her space. Huh. She just carried that over the fence with her. Come out and get it and bring it back. Over the fence.
Good job, Lulu.
Yeah. A heist. A legitimate heist right there. All right, folks, I think we're cleaned up. Might leave this camera down here for just a little bit, whether we're watching kittens or not. And then I'll be able to put them on later, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. TJ's calling Loom outside. She should know how to work the cat door, but I don't think she actually does. Louie? You want to go out? Mom's out there. You should know how this works by now. Yeah, I'll prop it open for you. So Loom and her their kids have all learned how to let themselves in and out of that cat door and the cat box all day long. They have no problem, no hesitation. They just go in and out. But that one's a little bit bigger and easier to operate than this one. So I don't know if they take the general lesson yet about it. Who knows? Anyway, hey, that's Mailbag. Thank you guys all so much for joining us for Mailbag. At this point in time, I'm going to return to your regularly scheduled Kitten Academy programming. So if you're watching live, stay tuned. And if you're watching on the archive, join us on the Kitten Academy live stream. Much appreciated.